Okay, so a little bit of context into what's on this segment. We are going to go through the 6 games that we'll be participating today. And there's a little bit of breakdown. Of course, there's about 70-30 ratio, and 70% will be done by the judges, right? Yeah, that will be done by the judges, and 30% was actually the public vote by those people who actually went to test out the games. So, how's everyone feeling? How do you think your game is going to do? Huh? Sorry? Okay, that's good to know. What about the rest? I only see one person responding so far. Everyone feeling okay? Excited? Nervous? Anxious? Cold? Okay, doesn't matter. So, something to quickly add. Do you know what's the prize for this whole game jam? Can anyone tell me? You would like that, wouldn't you? You would, okay. Okay, unfortunately, that's not the answer. Does anyone else know? Why are you participating here? What will you get out of this? Can anyone answer? I'm sorry? A what? Scholarship. Oh, a scholarship. Okay, from where? Okay. So this guy got it right. It will be a fully sponsored scholarship for next year's intake, I believe, whichever intake works out for you. And it's going to be a total accumulated prize pool of 75K in ringgit. And that is all thanks to all our sponsors here. Of course, starting out, we have Yayasan Raja Muda, Kuala Lumpur Kepong, Sanggol Emas, Kurian Ventures, and last but not least, I know you all know Five Guys, but this time they're not coming here for food. They're actually part of the sponsor list for your scholarship. So, how's it? Do you guys feel that you're going to win? Does anyone feel that they are confidently going to win, like with their game? Or everyone's just not confident with the game? No one's confident? Yes, no, maybe? Okay, doesn't matter. I guess we'll see, and I don't know. I may like your game, but that doesn't mean that they might necessarily like it, right? Okay, so without further ado, we are going to start off with the first game. It is going to be called Neon Pixie. And yeah. Here you go. Should you need a mic to explain any part of the game? And be sure to check out, in case you want to discuss within your team, make sure to mute the mic, okay?
Hello, testing. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of our team, the Lightsabers, we are presenting our game, Neon X Pixie. These handsome fellows here are our developers, our programmers, myself, Deniswa, Zorif, Matthew, our artist, Wesley, and this guy, Cho, our sidekick. Our game is a 2D platformer designed for PC, created using the Unity engine, and right now our target audience will be casual gamers. It is set in a cyberpunk world with dark fantasy elements. Our investigator, the Neon Ghost, must journey to an ancient city to retrieve a stolen bioweapon. There he must battle through hordes of monsters to accomplish his mission. And accompanying on his journey will be his AI companion, Pixie. Now let me introduce our characters. This handsome fellow is the Neon Ghost, our investigator, sharpshooter, parkour expert, and like most of us, overworked and underpaid. And his AI Pixie companion, we have a long acronym for her, which I won't say today. She can create light constructs for our character to use, and she is very bright, both figuratively and literally. As for our gameplay, we have exploration, platforming, and combat with some puzzle elements. And most investors will ask us, why 2D platformer? Well, in the last decade alone, there have been some very, very successful games made by indie studios, such as Hollow Knight, Dead Cells, and many, many more, just to name a few. So based on this, we have done a rough estimate of how much our game can generate. As you can see here, Hollow Knight has earned millions upon millions. And So I don't think we can earn millions yet. So we found the closest game to ours. This one here called Pronti, which has earned almost 280,000 USD in estimates, which in ringgit Malaysia is about 1.2 million ringgit. Still a lot. So we believe our game can conservatively earn maybe 1,000 ringgit at least. So now let's proceed to the gameplay. On to you, my friend. Sorry?
Can you try holding the mic?
Oh, yes. I hope that was not more than 2 minutes.
It's be fine. All right, let's start. So basically, the movement is your usual side-scroller platformer stuff. You can jump, you can shoot, and you also got a melee. All right. Normal. Closer. All right. Here we see that the gap is too big, right? What do? Well, actually, our PC friend can create the platform for our. Yep, that is one of the mechanic. The PC also can use the light to deflect the bullet. All right, let's proceed. Other than that, the PC can scout ahead for us. For example, here, we can check if there is any trap or pathway that we can take. For example, here, there's a 2 trap, right? We need to avoid that. Yep. And other than drawing light, she's also can drawing a rope. Let me choose one. All right, for our objective is to hide. So we can draw this rope that can act as a trampoline. Closer than this. All right, thank you. All right, that is all of the first level. And for the second level, it's basically the same, except we added some enemies. Yep, that's a slime enemy.
Maybe use the melee for this one.
I don't need. Yeah. So as we can see, the PC companion can help us with the platformer. We also have some flying enemies that we can shoot. Also melee. Oops. Yeah, let's just draw like over there. And for this part, I try to mess. Yep, so basically there is a lot of way that the player can do, lots of solution. They can either just play it normally like a platformer or just draw your own platform. For example, right here. And let's look forward. Oh. So, and that is basically the level that we have created. Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Now on to the Q&A.
Okay, so we have time for maybe 1 to 2 questions. Does the judges want, or anyone? I mean, the judges have priority. Do you guys have anything to ask? Oh,
Oh, yeah,
he asked
yeah.
if there's BGM.
That's
Okay, only judges, sorry.
Oh yeah, we forgot to put the sound in here at the moment. Is
Someone's going to check on the audio side, so yeah, there should be sound.
That's the
can we tone down a bit? It was too loud. Okay. Okay. Any other questions from the judges' side? All good from Omar? All good. Okay. Seems like no further questions. You guys don't have to be interrogated.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for listening, and we apologize for anything said.
It's okay. Amazing job. Amazing job. Amazing job. Okay. Okay, so without further ado, can we have team number 2? I believe this is called Realm Guard. Oh, okay. Here. Hey, take it away, boys.
That's all right. Good evening to the judges and all the fellow friends. We can be friends today. All right. So welcome to our Rooms Guard. Okay. So let's start. So we are from Real Possibility Lab, RPL, and also we are from Utah. So let's talk about our members. So I'm the leader. Yeah, me. I'm the leader of the team, and also a UI designer, game designer, programmer, and also map layout. So we have Telly here. It's also very powerful members. He will be our 3D artist, shader in shader mode, and also art director, planner, and also audio designer. Next will be Tani Jie, who's standing beside me. So he's a 2D artist, UI designer, and also game designer. And we have Feng Wei Chong, and he's the lead programmer. And next is the Zhongchung Lim. He absent today because he got some sick. So he's a programmer and also a game designer. And let's introduce our game. So Realm Sky is a tower defense roguelike where players must protect the main crystal from the relentless wave of monster attacking during the night. So combine of heroes and defense facilities to craft unique battle strategy, discover random buff throughout the game, opening up new strategy possibilities and keeping each play games fresh and engaging. So this is our prop design. So we have 6 tower design in our game. So we have a gem mine, we have magic arrow tower, we have anti-siege tower, we have crystal base. This is our main base tower. So enemy will come and destroy it and get the like. So we have to defend the tower. And also we have a stone wall and a light tower. So this is our enemy design. We have 4 types of enemy. We have two types of enemy. One is the normal enemy and another one is the siege enemy. So our normal enemy will be the invader and also a bowman. It's a very simple enemy. It's a melee and range enemy. And we have kamikaze and also demolisher is the siege enemy. So this is our map design. And we have 3 enemy spawn point in, if you can see in the circle. So, and also tower placement is actually very small from here. But if you want to know about our game, you can go to our booth and play the game and explore the map. Okay. Next, so in our game, we have road lights feature in our tower defense. So every night when you pass through the night, you can get an upgrade of our game. And a gradually increase of challenging curve. Our game will be more difficult if you get through the night because enemy will be very angry. Oh, I should put more enemy to it and get the tower out. And next is a simplified design experience. So our game is everything we make it simple, so it's more easier to let player to see on the visual. And next we have the flipbook feature to explain of the towers and also enemies. So this is some of our in-game scene during the battle mode. So that's all for me. Thank you. So we don't have any demo because 5 minutes is actually very short. So we open for Q&A.
So does any questions from the judges side? Okay, here you go.
Hey, this is not so much of a question, but more like a feedback. So you have one enemy that is named Kamikaze, right? Yes. So the naming convention, the sensitivity, you have to be aware of it, because it might be okay for us, but it may not sit well with certain group of people. So you may want to consider not using that and use more conventional terms like bomber instead.
All right.
Yeah, because we are okay, but maybe certain generation of people may not. It may not sit well with certain generation people or certain people from different geopolitical areas. So it's just a quick feedback about.
All right.
that.
Thank you for the feedback.
Okay.
Hello, so the theme is light. Can you explain how you use the theme specifically?
All right. So our themes, right, is on light, right? So in the light time, of course, if you can see, every tower in the in-game scene. All right. So in the in-game scene, you can see the environment is very dark. Only the towers they have the light. So when enemy coming, they actually want to take over your lights. So they will come and attack and take over your lights. So this is our teams lah. So during the morning phase, enemy they're scared of sun, so they won't attack you. So during the phase, you can do anything. You can prepare your buildings, and we do have currency also. If you can see on here, yeah, we do have currency to build the buildings. Yeah. So during the night time, yeah, they come for the light. Thank you.
Okay, so no further questions from the judges, and I think that will be it. Thank you so much, guys.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Keep It Off by, I believe the team name is Jam Clowns. Is that you guys? Okay, without further ado, take it away, guys.
Hello, testing. Yeah, good afternoon. So our game is called Keep It Off. Next slide. Hello. Okay. So we are just 3 people. All programmers, but all the art assets are done. Everything is done by us. So go next. So it's a quite simple game. That we play as the main character, who's a kid going on a road trip with his dad, but something's wrong. As night falls, you almost arrive to the motel on a road trip. You find a strange note left by the previous car owner. So it's next slide. Nope. So we are trying to do like thriller or like retro horror, like 3D low poly visuals, pixel effect, and it's more like PS1 graphics, right? The concept is that as a kid, when you were younger in the back seat, you play around in the car, you make a lot of noise, and you turn on the lights when your dad is driving. But you always hear the same exact responses: "Wait, don't turn on the lights! I'm gonna crash the car." So we took this concept and we ran with it. So the idea is to not turn off the lights while driving, but also trying to survive from whatever eerie phenomenon that's happening by turning on the lights. So it's a little bit of a balance. Next slide. So these are just some like in-game screenshots. We'll show a lot more in demo. So this is like we have a cutscene, we have a dialogue to explain the game. So the tutorial is all done through the cutscene. Then this is like visuals. You can see that on the bottom left, it's a POV view. On the bottom right is when like one of the ghosts. I know. Next slide. Oh, okay, loaded. So gameplay. I'm just going to run through the features so we can show demo. We have following a simple horror game. We have an interact mechanic. So you move the only controls you have to do is a mouse, left click to interact. Move around the car, you sit in the back seat, and it's the core gameplay. We also have like ghost AI, which is, we have multiple varying ghosts that interact differently with you. Some might pop up in different places, might interact do different things. We also have a cutscene to kind of set the narrative and guide the player. So I'll just breeze through this. And the objective is to keep your dad calm. So don't turn on the light too long. He will crash the car and you will die. And also, don't die to the ghost, essentially. And that's pretty much the concept and objective. We'll just go straight to the gameplay. Okay, we'll skip this. It's fine. And we'll skip that too. Let's just show the demo itself immediately. Yeah, demo. How much time do we have? 2 minutes. Okay, we're good enough. I'll do the demo. Just play through lah. Don't click too fast. Yeah. So we use Unity lah. So no crazy Unreal Engine. Yep. So we can just start. So there's a cutscene. We'll let it play out. We have time, I guess. Yep. Okay, not too fast. Not too fast. So as you can see, you're looking around. This is still a cutscene. So this is basically the tutorial. You find a strange node, and that's pretty much the entire how it set the stage. So we can click on this. So it's a bit dark. I know the lights are not helping here, but in the in-game it's a bit brighter. So you look around the car, and you see the top meter in the UI. It's how long till. Okay.
I'm warning you.
Yeah, it's the lights here don't help, but it's okay. All the ghosts do different things. So that one stops you from turning on the light. So multiple ghosts interact with each other. So you can have like multiple ghosts interacting with you.
I'm warning you. I'm warning you. Hey, turn on the lights.
So the ghosts are all randomized. And let's show what happens when you do crash the car. Oh, okay, never mind, we just died. So it's like super classic retro horror PS1 style. And that's pretty much the game.
Turn that
Yeah,
off.
that's all for we have.
Okay, pretty interesting game. So does any Q&A? Okay.
Hello. So good job for, I understand all of you are programmers, so smart on doing the pixelization thing.
Yeah.
I just want to know a bit more about the ghost. So you have one that prevents you from turning the thing,
Yep.
the car light on. What's the other two do?
We have 5. So some of them are like duplications, but actually I can let the guy who did it talk more about it.
There's actually 2 types of ghosts generally. One is inside the car and one is outside the car. So the rule is if it's inside, don't turn on the light. And if it's outside, turn it on to chase it off. So the way they two interact is one prevents you from turning it off while the other one is waiting outside to kill you. So it creates a kind of risky scenario. So like take hold of you and you kind of have to wait it out to play the animation kiss you. Then you can only turn it on before that the one outside kills you. Yeah.
Roughly how long is gameplay?
The question was how long is the gameplay? As fast as you can, maybe 5 minutes. So close to what was mentioned, the 5 more minutes to reach the house, motel.
Okay. In terms of what you described, when a ghost on the inside is stopping you from turning on the light, while a ghost outside is trying to kill you, what can you do to prevent getting killed by a ghost outside?
The one inside is actually has a shorter cooldown, so it will give you a chance to chase the one outside. So it's more of make you feel pressure lah.
Got it. Thank you.
What inspired you guys to make this game? Because I really, really love the graphics, man.
Okay, well, I'll answer the question in a bit. So it's actually a cop-out because we're all programmers. So we do like low poly, block bench, Minecraft. But to answer your question, what inspired this? We drafted like 8 ideas. We spent like 2 days. We didn't really like doing some of the ideas because we didn't want to do level design. One of the ideas was actually this, which was just, actually the game when we drafted out was not initially like this. It was a lot less gameplay, but then we tried to find a balance where if the point is to not turn on the light, what will make you turn on the light? Because the idea is that you don't want to turn on the light so you don't die from your dad swerving, right? And another thing for the concept is it's relatively relatable. Like, you know, you play in the... one person said that until they started driving, they got why their parents said not to turn on the light in the night, because it's glare, right? So that's what really inspired the idea. Yeah.
The art finishing is big brain, man.
Yeah.
What happens when you get to the end?
Sorry?
What happens when you get to the end?
Oh, essentially it's one of those win condition screens where it just says you reach the motel. Yeah, this is the end screen. So you are actually looking towards the motel from the inside. There were a lot more things that we wanted to do, but we were not artists. So, yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay, I believe that's all for the Q&A.
Thank
Amazing
you.
job, guys. Thank you. Okay, for the next group, I believe we have what's called E-Class Ignis. Okay. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I love the illustration. Yeah. Okay, take it away, boys.
Hello, hello. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. This is our game. It is called E-Class Ignis. If I were to give a brief introduction of ourselves, we are actually 5 of us from a programming school called 42. We are all software engineers. So 4 of us, this is our first time doing Unity. And I'm the only one with any prior Unity experience. So this game is us 5 software engineers trying to make a game from scratch. So most of the illustration, as you can see here, I actually borrowed this from my friend to use as a concept. And all of the animations are done by one of our programmers named Zenwin. She's the one in charge of all of the, you would call VFX and also the animation. We have me, I am the team lead. I do a bit of everything and I have 30 PRs on the GitHub repo, but we don't talk about that. We have Chua, he's right there. He's our lead programmer, the one in charge of most of the physics. We have Ivan, he's the one who designed the map and also actually map it in Unity with all of the tile mapping. We also have Ethan, the one in charge of the entire UI UX, sound management and scene management for Unity. So if you could go to the next slide. So here's our game. It's a 2D puzzle, 2D platformer with a bit of puzzle aspect and speedrunning aspect as well. From what playtesting has told us, this game is relatively difficult, so it's definitely not for the casual player, but those who have played other platformers and like speedrunning, play our game over and over. I had my friend play it for like 5 hours a few days ago. So here we have our concept, which is mana or ignis. Ignis is also, I think, Spanish for sun, so that's where light comes into play. The story, we'll talk about it later, but how it ties into light is we want the character to feel lightweight. That is our concept. So how do you make a character feel lightweight? Actually, the mana is pretty heavy, so if you read, the mana is used for certain actions, we'll talk about it later. It affects the character's weight, so it's really heavy. And it also acts as a shield for a character, so it's also a HP bar. It is a bit of resource management. So here we have our game. First we have air jump. You have free double jump, but for every subsequent jump, it does take 1 ignis. And we have dashing, which a lot of people seem to like. It acts as an attack, and it also consumes 1 mana. So next, the story. A young girl named Eclair searching for light in a world of darkness, where light has faded. And now, Eclair encounters a mysterious dungeon. So without further ado, let's get into the game demo. So here's our main menu. I actually did the music, the BGM, and we mostly source our sound effects from online, where we can find and try and input into the game. It is pretty bright, at least at the start screen, but the game itself is really dark. So here, we don't actually take away any visuals from the players. So this is our tutorial level. Here's what we wanted to do as a cutscene. So we actually just fall down. And most of the players here will be like, oh no, what am I doing? I'm falling down. But actually, it's just our tutorial level. So here, we introduce all the mechanics to the players, starting from jumping. And here, double jumping, so you can actually jump in mid-air once without consuming mana. And here, we have a checkpoint system, and we have the first mechanic, which is dashing. So our game is supposed to feel floaty, So unlike other games like Celeste, as we have been compared to, our game actually keeps a lot of your momentum. So here is where we show Ignis is heavy. So here, he can make the jump easily, no problem. But if he tries to do it again, even though he's the same height, he has 2 mana now, and he actually can't make the jump anymore. The more mana you have, the more your weight exponentially increases, and it basically injures your jump height. So here we have the tutorial level. It's just a bit of platforming, moving around, maneuvering. So our core game mechanic is all about the dashing. We spent most time tweaking the dashing, tweaking the physics. So here we have actually a double dash. It's part of the tutorial. So it is pretty difficult, which is where a lot of people start to struggle a bit. And next we have our dash actually having iframes. So actually the lava that you see one-shots you. But because of how dashing works, it's an attack and it has iframes as well. So here is where we start to introduce attacking. You actually have light left click. We have a very simple enemy. It basically spawns bullet and shoots at you. You can attack it with left click, or you could always just dash through it to kill it as well. And actually, if you dash through any of the bullets or the enemy, you don't use an Ignis. So you get to keep it, which causes you to want to hoard it more. But the more you hoard, the heavier you become. So here we have a upwards dash, and yeah, so the tutorial is pretty hard. Even us, the developers, sometimes struggle to complete it. So for this game jam, we actually have 3 levels completed, and the 2 levels we actually have a different path, different style of leveling to give players try. And here we have the lava. If you see this lava and you replay the game, you realize that hey, I've seen that before. And now if you restart the game, you realize that oh, wait, I could just skip the tutorial this whole time. So this is where you can promote speedrunning. Here's where I want players to really push the limits of the game. So, do we have time for other levels? Timer? No? Okay, so next slide. Do we still have time? Or? Okay, so future plans. Here we have more of a story-driven gameplay. We want to introduce more cutscenes and also more story to the game itself. We want to further improve and optimize the movement mechanics, as well as making it more clear to the players of when you are dashing and adding more VFX to make it feel better. We want to also add more challenging stages, and contrary to that, we want to make the tutorial easier for players as well. And we also want to optimize the sprites because we don't have an actual artist or pixel artist with us. We want to add more, and of course we need an end scene as well, which we don't have. So I think that's all for our game demo, and we will move on to the Q&A.
Okay, so passing it on to judges. Anyone with?
You mentioned having multiple levels. How many did you guys build?
Currently, we have 3, including the tutorial. So the second level is a multi-path level, where there is 1 hidden path and 2 intended paths. It also includes all of the dashing mechanics and also the weight mechanics as well. And for the third level, it's a linear path. So it allows, even though it's linear, there's multiple paths you can take. So it lets the player explore around and see which path fits the best, especially for speedrunning.
I'd like to just say good job on the level design. That's quite smart actually for some of the parts. I think that overall is okay, not bad. I like the idea of the weight. I would love to see a bit more mechanics based on that other than just jumping from a platform to another. But yeah, other than that, not bad, good job.
I forgot what I wanted to say. I really love how you did the tutorial level. I think it's a really good slice of demo, especially with the limited time.
Your tutorial.
What I really want to know is why do you decide to also include speedrunning when it could have been just a platformer?
So for us personally, we play quite hardcore games. We are very competitive people. And we wanted to build a game where we would find fun for ourselves as well, especially for me. Like, I like doing things fast. I like breaking my own game. So introducing a simple timer will, 1, give the player more pressure, and it will actually give the player an incentive to actually use up their mana. Because if they're stockpiling and they're going slow, they can complete the level, no problem. But we want them to push for a better and faster time as well. I think that's just personally, not very casual gamer.
Okay, no, I don't think that affects whether or not you're a casual gamer or not, because even if I take 10 hours to finish that tutorial level, there's no consequences.
Yeah.
So it's either you do a puzzle platformer, which you said puzzle, I don't see any puzzle yet in the tutorial, maybe in the next one. Or you also have, or you have a different game mode, specifically for speedrunning. If you can incorporate those two with an incentive for the player to finish quickly, as quick as they can, then that would be the best. Otherwise, your timer has no meaning. Only for probably for your own personal gain, your flex only maybe.
I think one thing that we thought about doing, because we are software engineers, we wanted to have a database that can store leaderboard timings. Because actually at the end of the level, if you play all the level, it stores your best time. Like, it shows your best time, and if we can just store that and have a leaderboard, I think that is some intense incentive for players as well to compete against each other. I think that is something that we can definitely do in the future. Thank you.
Thanks, Ben.
Okay, amazing job, guys. Can we give you a quick round of applause?
Hello everyone, I'm Wan Mustafa Irfan, and today we'll be presenting our project, Project Noselight, for those who knows. But before we start, let me introduce our team. Here we have Raven, our lead programmer and UX designer. We have yours truly as a lead artist. We have Gloria for a programmer and an artist as well. Then we have John as our programmer, and Damien as our music and SFX guy. So the introduction to the game is, Noselight is a game where you light up the world using your nose to get to the very top of the labyrinth. Here's our player. His name is Nuck. We based him off of the proboscis monkey. Our design was basically, what kind of characters should we make? Because the theme of this game was lights. So then we wanted to put a bit of culture, so we chose a monkey from our native country here, and we decided his nose is really funny. What if it started lighting up? So like I said just now, the theme just now was light. And our genre for our game is a puzzle platformer made for the casual gamer. So here's the core gameplay. Basically, our character has the power to phase through platforms depending on if he can see them or not, based on the theme of, if I can't see it, I can't interact with it, as an idea. Raven, gameplay? We'll now be showing some gameplay for our game. So as you can see, him on-ing and offing his nose allows him to go through platforms. But if he can see them, he can interact with them. Collecting the lights will actually raise back the timer, but if the timer goes down, you die. So you're basically running against the clock right now to make it to the top on time. As you can see, he's quite mastered the game. We also wanted to incorporate a jump king feeling to the game where you can really fall down and mess up really badly. All the way back to the bottom. So we really wanted to encourage the players to keep going to master the techniques of this game. Oh, and that's a bug. Why? Part of the plan, 100%, million percent. Next. So here's our game trailer, which basically consists of kind of the same thing where, wait for it. Oh no, our character falls down all the way to the bottom. So the player objective is to basically get to the top, but on the way, as you saw the timer going down, our player can collect these light particles to increase the timer back to the fullest. If the timer does go down, our player does die and we have to restart the game. So here's some of the level design we did. For multiple pathways here, we decided to add like a split here. It's a bit hard to see on the screen here, but basically we wanted to make the player think that it would be a good idea to come here because we put a light particle there. But if they actually went towards the darker area here, there would be a bunch of lights on the top there to basically help them refuel their lights. But we also wanted to make the players think about how to get some of the collectibles. As you can see, Nuck right there is on top of a platform that he can on and off, and there's a light particle inside. So by offing it and quickly onning it back, Nuck will be able to collect it. So the art style I decided to go with was actually based off of a Tamagotchi and Digimon design. But as you can see, many of them didn't make it due to our time. Next. So here's extra stuff from the original scope of our game. We had a lava chase where some things would follow us, and if we touched it, we'd die. We had a roaming enemy, rest in peace. And we also have a durian enemy that would target Nuck and fall on top of him. And I request just one moment of silence for those who couldn't make it with us. All right, thank you everyone. If there are any questions, please ask away.
Okay, I'll hand it over to the judges.
Hello, nice theming. I like it. I like the Proboscis monkey.
Thank you.
I'd like to know why did your other characters did not make it?
Right, because we had to really come up with more level design to make the game actually much more enjoyable. Because we tried putting the knight as well, but the knight would just instantly kill the main character in an instant if it touched him. So that would be a bit too cheesy because we already have the jump king feel of falling all the way down and the timer is already going down. So we decided to prioritize more quality over the quantity and length of the level. We also have a future plan to add a speedrunning mechanic to the game where there's a timer. We actually kind of did it on a separate build outside, and a lot of people really enjoyed speedrunning the game in 20 seconds around the area. A lot of them, yeah. Any other questions?
Okay, good answer. Thanks.
Right.
Oh wow, no questions. Really? Really? Okay, I guess well done, guys.
All right, thank you, everyone.
Don't have to be. Okay, and I believe that leaves us for our very, very last group, which is called Luminatory. Luminator. Oh, hi. Would you need the mic stand? Okay, sure. So welcome.
Yeah. I think it works. Yeah.
Wow. I don't know. It looks like army of one here. Okay. Take it away, man.
Yep. Hello, everyone. I would like to first introduce our team, me, and then we can go on straight to the levels demo. And it seems like, someone in this here already played it, so there's a completed logo here, but whatever, just moving on. In this game, it's very simple. You just put lights out and then collect them using the collector. There's basically two modes to this game. One is the factory mode and one is puzzle mode. This is considered puzzle, where you put things and complete objective. As for factory mode, you're just making as much money as possible. And if you guys have seen some other games similar, please let me know. I'm still doing research. For example, there's some components here that needs a bit more explanation, like the walls that only blocks the different colors. And if you're wondering, yes, Low Finder is one of the inspiration. And there are also things like the basic stuff, reflectors, something that pretty much all basic factory games have. But I also have this thing called attenuator that takes in a photon and emits it a cycle later so that they all lines up for the combiner right here. Another main mechanic would be the splitter right here. There's the combiner but reverse. It takes in a color and splits into component parts that gets combined later. Each of the photons also has something called a signal strength. As you can see, if you follow these photons right here, it will get weaker and weaker until it just crashes. So you need something called an attenuator. And this attenuator will help it so that it can mix it through the final line. And lastly, for the factory part, these are not used so much in the puzzles, but
you have this thing called a speed booster that lets you produce the photons faster, as well as income booster that lets you generate money faster. And you can see the money count go up to the average money per second. I'm just gonna skip the rest. And we can go into the other level showcase. For example, this level right here introduced the concept of combining colors at the right time using the attenuator. Not going to let you guys collect it, just go to my booth and play later. There are also some other stuff that I want to showcase, but unfortunately it will be spoilers, so never mind. We just go into straight to factory mode. In this factory mode, it's very simple. The objective is like collect a certain amount of gold, and you have to eventually build up to what you want. And you can decide whether or not an income booster or a speed booster or anything like that. And instead of actually making money, you can use, of course, the collector. And once the collector is full of, let me just do some setup first. Oh yeah, you also have an inducer that just speeds up time globally. And instead of things that makes money, there are of course the collector, but also there is the attenuator. Every time it sucks in a photon, it would make money, and every time it spits it out, it also makes money. The reflector as well, every time it reflects something, it will make money. So it really encourages the player to have as much operation per second as possible. The wall also gives money, but this is more like just a small bonus, where if you want to block something off temporarily, you can use a different color, just for now until you can get a proper setup going and just let it through. Once the collector is full, you can collect it for even more money. Money. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the game. The complexity comes from the individual levels that I have. For example, this photon smuggling, and bigger version, big contraband. And then also variation like big contraband plus. I saw too many people win big contraband yesterday, so I made it harder and make it a plus. Oh yeah, I also edited this level already, so it's even harder on the real version right now. I will update it once I get home. I hate my players. And I think that's about it for the game, so yeah.
Okay.
Good job. I love the different kinds of mechanics. I love puzzle games, and even though you use Low Finder as a reference, you're not going to get any brownie points from me, okay?
Oh, damn it.
But good job nonetheless. I think my only feedback for this is when you lock, I see there's some blocks that are locked, right?
Yep.
It may be a bit too noisy.
Yep.
In terms of like too crowded with
Yep.
all the different blocks with the lock symbols, it's a bit hard to see.
Yep.
So I suggest finding another way to show to the players that it's locked. So it's either the lines are dashed or dotted lines instead.
Truth be told, the lock is a temporary solution.
Okay.
Just something that I can whip up very, very quickly. I know
Okay.
it's not a perfect solution.
All right. I'd like to know how many levels did you make?
Right now there is 23 quote-unquote levels, but 8 of them is tutorials, and 4 of them is just miscellaneous stuff. So the actual tutorial content is like 6. There's 11 levels right now, and one of it is just a variation.
Good job.
All right, thanks very much.
Is this coming out on Steam?
No, but it will be free on itch.io, hopefully.
Oh, okay. I like free stuff. Thanks.
Yes. No, I'm still continuing updating this because I want to add more levels as well. And after the advanced, there will be an expert tag as well. But yeah, that's for the future.
Good job, man.
Thank you very much.
Wow, okay. Seems like overall everyone is quite intrigued by your thing, and yeah, you don't have to be capped by the judges anymore, so I think they like it, hopefully. Okay, good job, man. Thank you. Thank you. Can we give a round of applause?
Thank you very much, yes.
I'm sure everyone is anticipating and wondering who is going to be the winner. But before that, I would like to invite Kaveh to give a short brief about, basically just, he has a few words to say. So hold on, I'll pass you this mic.
Hey everyone, hi, good evening. And yeah, it's been really exciting the past few days. I've spoken to some of you, and I've seen some of the work you guys have done, and it's great, right? I mean, I wish that when I was at your age, not too far from mine, I'm sure, that I had the opportunity to create projects and showcase to the people around us, right? Especially nowadays, with social media and all that, it's so great to get your work out there. So one thing I want to share with you is that it's November now. I think by January, probably after Chinese New Year, around February, we're going to be having a competition here, right? And then we're going to have a sort of a prize up to about 10,000 ringgit. We're looking for a unique Southeast Asian content storyline. So more information will come out before that. Okay, so thank you all, and we welcome all feedback. Please follow us on our Exola Kirin Academy page on Instagram, and yeah, thank you to the organizers, and thank you for everyone being here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kavi. And I'm afraid I'll kidnap you later as well for the winner. Okay. Okay, so I guess you can have a seat first. Thank you so much. Okay. Before I get started on this, all the people who were involved, can I just see who were involved in the game dev jam? Is everyone still here? Okay. All right. So I just want to quickly run through. How long were you guys given just to make all the amazing pieces that you guys came up with? 1 week? Oh wow, really? Oh, that all of them were actually not bad, to be honest. I mean, I don't know. If it were me, I think it would have taken a much longer time. But kudos to you guys. So just a quick recap. All of these are like leading up to the prize. But can anyone tell me what's the prize actually? What? Networking. The prize is networking. Okay, so the prize is going to be a full scholarship for, I believe, the whole of next year, and this is going to go to any one winning team. So, are you guys excited for that? Can I get a? Okay, but all of this is actually not possible if it wasn't for our sponsors, I believe. So, I would like to quickly just give a shout out to Yayasan Raja Muda, Five Guys, Sanggol Emas, Kuala Lumpur, Kepong, and last but not least, Kirin Ventures, which is here. Thanks to all of you guys so much for being able to make this happen for all of our up-and-coming bright talents, of course. So without further ado, can anyone tell me what's the voting criteria? What's the sequence? Is it just by the judges? No? Okay. Well, just to give you guys a bit of context, it's obviously going to be the weightage is split between 70% to the judges that were basically making sure that your game is okay, but there's also a 30% that was happening outside. So for those of you who were basically interacting with all the games outside, you can actually vote for which you think were which you think were great, and that actually might affect the scoring system later. Sure, maybe the judges might think the first game might win, but if that had a lot of fan voting that happened outside, it's very hard to say. I actually don't know who's the winner, by the way, so I'm still guessing. I have a few personal favorites just now, but I think all of them were pretty good. So without further ado, all of them went through 1 week, and there's a 70-30 weightage, and it's whoever wins basically gets to walk home with, I believe, 75K ringgit value for a full scholarship for the team. So if let's say I'm not really sure how it works. It's supposed to be for the whole team. So if that person was just one person, I'm not sure what's the breakdown. I guess somebody will have to tell me later, right? Okay, so moving on to the next bit, I would like to involve Alex, one of the judges, to give quick remarks and feedback, perhaps. Can we give a quick round of applause?
Hello, everybody. Good job, everyone, by the way. I'm Alex. I'm from IGD Malaysia, and I have hosted numerous game jams through my time, and I would like to just tell everyone here, you all did a fantastic job. Right? I want everyone to give yourselves a round of applause. Okay. I would like to know any of the teams here. Any of you are working right now? Oh, not bad. Okay. Well, be proud of it, especially if you are students, right? These kind of games is very helpful for you for your career in the future. Put it as your portfolio, pitch it to people, right? When you go and talk to future employers, interviewers, show them your game, right? And be proud of it. Tell them proudly this is what you did. And honestly, every single one of them has been fantastic, all right? It was quite difficult choosing a winner. It was quite close to the end, actually. And ultimately, both sides from the outside scores and the inside scores have been tallied. It's all very, very close. But I just want to just say again, fantastic job, guys. Right? If you all want to know a bit more about the personal feedbacks about your games, do find us judges. We won't be here too long, but we'll be happy to give any sort of feedback to you guys, right? Any sort of feedback in terms of your games or future careers, come to us, right? We'll be glad to help, all right? Shall we announce the winner?
Okay, before that, I would like to invite just now. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Can you check the mic? Test. Okay. Okay, could you please stand in the middle? Okay, before that, just now you mentioned, right? So for those of you who wanted feedback and go attack him, yeah, I forgot to mention that. The mic wasn't working. Okay, so.
Drum roll, please. Yes. Okay, the winner is Nose Light.
Nose Light? Can we get a team from Nose Light? Congratulations, Snowslide, for winning our grand prize. So I hope you guys are excited to be enrolled into the academy next year, right? So there's 5 of you guys, right? Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay, before that, does any of you guys want to give a quick word? Like, want to say anything real quick? I mean, why are you hiding behind your team members?
Those who knows. Thank you, everyone. We really appreciate it.
Okay, I guess I really just wanted to ask, how do you feel now? You weren't expecting that, were you?
No, I was not.
Okay, so nothing? 2 loss? Okay, okay, he's 2 loss. Okay, and can I give another quick round of applause, guys? Okay, we would like to invite for the photo op. Thank you so much. Oh. Guys, group up. You want the banner, right? Okay, congratulations to be our first place contestant for Indie Jam 2024. For those of you who didn't make the cut this year, don't worry too much. There's always further opportunities that will be coming on later. But all I can say is that all of them fought a really, really hard battle. And Mr. Photographer is going all the way. Give me a sec. You're doing what shot is it? Okay, thank you. Congratulations once again. Okay, can I also have all the participants from the other teams as well to come for one big photo? Yeah. Come on. Don't be shy, guys. Come down. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you're all aware with games, so normally when you lose in the game, what happens is the retry screen, right? So that's not too far from here. Yeah, please stand nearer to the middle. Maybe try and squeeze in the middle as well. Maybe take a. Yeah, sure. Just give me. They didn't give a proper plan. Huh? They didn't give a proper plan.
Guys, before this.
Oh yeah, please. We also have additional like tote bags for everyone. It seems like I'll give it later. Okay. Okay, Mr. Photographer, are you ready? Okay. Hey guys, don't make sure don't get blocked, huh? This is not you don't want to hide your face later. Yeah, make sure to see the camera, guys. Okay, while we wait for all them to get the bags. Anyone? Anyone who doesn't have the bags yet? Make sure not to take two bags, huh? We'll check one, you know. Everyone ready? Okay. You want to do third shot for no, I'm just kidding. Okay. Thank you so much guys for joining Indie Jam 2024. There's always going to be next year, and maybe there might even be a bigger prize pool. Who knows, actually? So, for those of you who didn't win first place this time, don't worry too much about it. There's going to be other opportunities. But I saw all the potential in the games just now, and I think all of them definitely has a lot more potential to be worked on and have a further. Well, I'm thinking a bigger like audience pool rather than the ones that were just happening here. Because I think once your game name is out there, I think a lot of people will, you'll get traffic, you know, people will talk about it, they'll give you feedback, and then you'll also be able to fix and optimize from your, I wouldn't say problems, maybe bugs or concerns or whatever. So make sure to, you know, don't take it too hard. That's always next time, okay? Okay. So give me one quick second. Okay, so that is going to be it for the last part in this hall. The event is going to be ongoing until 7 p.m. There's still the other booths to check out outside. And of course, if you like to get feedback, Alex is still here. You can personally attack. What? William? Oh, okay, I mean, there's two people to attack. If you guys want to, you know, like complain, like, why didn't you win? Go attack this guy. Okay, guys, so the event will be going on till a little bit later. So, yeah, have fun. And thank you all so much for joining Indie Jam 2024. Thank you. And yeah, that'll be me signing off. I can finally go to sleep. Thanks, guys. Thank you.